Lane. This is the women's short sprints race number 2, the 100 meters. Thelma Davies in there. She's from Philadelphia, went to LSU. Jenna Prandini had a great showing as a challenger in Kingston, finished 2nd overall, and is back here now for another bite of the apple in Philly.
And this is Tamari Davis in lane 3. She's just 22. This young lady has so much promise. She was 2nd fastest ever to 10:85 in 2022. Keep an eye out for her. This is Melissa Jefferson Wooden, and she's just having the slam of a lifetime, undefeated in all of her races so far. Well, no, she lost to Gabby, but not yesterday.
No.
Dominated Gabby here. Wow, you hear that reception for the 3-time Olympic gold medalist from Paris, Gabby. Disappointed in the 200. Should have a good showing here, but it's going to be hard to keep up with Melissa Jefferson. And this is Dina Asher-Smith. She competed in the long sprints in Kingston. This is her debut in the short sprint. She was 4th
And
in
she
the
got
200.
a trophy case full of global medals, doesn't she?
Yes, she
Solara
does.
Barnes, who is actually the U.S. indoor champ at 60. Let's see if he can finish off the X40 after that. And then in lane 8, Jaden Mays, who just came off an indoor NCAA title as a team for the Oregon Ducks. That's the field. Here's the call.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to this channel once again. This race right here is exactly why people love track and field. No gimmicks, no second chances, just pure speed, pressure and execution. The moment these athletes stepped onto the track, you could already feel the intensity. So guys, let's watch this race until the end, and then I'll come back with my comments. Remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. All credit goes to the original creators.
And they get away first time, and look at Jefferson Wooden already got a big start. Gabby Thomas 2 meters behind at this point. Tamara Davis going well in 2nd, but miles ahead of everybody. Jefferson Wooden 10:74.
That was nasty.
That is a legal win. That is incredibly quick. The fastest in the world this year.
Nasty.
9 meters.
Nasty.
10:74. Personal best.
It's freezing out here. It's freezing out here. 10:73, sorry. In this weather, barely any wind, alone. I'm realizing her realization.
She now gets onto the world all-time top 10, is level with Christine Aron with that time.
That's serious. You know, I asked her how her approach changes when she's actually a favorite. And she actually said that it works better for her. She likes the spotlight. She likes people knowing that she's here. And technically, this was an amazing race. I find that she pops her head up a little early at times. She didn't do that throughout this race. I wanted to see that view again. That's good we're seeing this. And coming into the line, I mentioned in Miami and also in Kingston, she was doing this thing with her arms, some rolling motion. I didn't see that today. Is that why she ran in the 10-7 range? Maybe.
Well,
It could be hearing my broadcast. But a class above the field. And she knows now. She knows she's here, and we know she's here.
Yeah.
A star is being born.
Absolutely focused there, and well, we know, look at Michael say, woo! And then what
Women's
do we
short
all
sprints
do?
race 2, that's the 200 meters. Coming off for a big win by Melissa Jefferson Wooden in the 100, and now we're back to do the half lap.
That was Kemba Nelson of Jamaica. She was a part of the silver medalist world championship team back in 2022. Here is Jenna Prandini, who surprised me in the 100, John, getting 2nd. This is her better event. She's gone sub 22. What will she show us today? Lane 7, a great draw.
She's raced a lot already this year, so she comes in sort of maybe with a little more honed in on her race list. There's Melissa Jefferson Wooden.
Olympic bronze medalist in the 100. She dominated yesterday. Also a part of the gold medal 4x1 relay team for Team USA.
If not here, maybe Miami, because Daryl Nita of Great Britain, she made the final Olympic Games in the 100 and the 200. So these are both her events.
22:16 in the 200. She should be in the mix.
Tamara Clark was supposed to be in lane 4. She has scratched from this event.
That was Jodian Williams of Jamaica. She was the finalist in the indoor 60 meters at the World Indoors.
Jason Sears had a great indoor season, won the 60 at the Millrose. She came in third in the 100.
Yeah, she was back this season looking strong. She looked good in the first 60 of the 100 too. This is going to be a test for her going out a little bit further to 200 meters.
And just at age 20, today might not be her day, but her days are coming for sure. Alana Reed of Jamaica.
They get away. Good start from Jefferson Wood. Has already made a yard on Prandini, but that won't phase her too much. She's running a good turn. Down meters, just a meter or two behind. But it's going to be Prandini in the lead at the moment. Prandini with a half a meter. Jefferson Wood now is starting to close it down. Can Prandini hang on? She's got to be strong here. It's going to be so tight on the line. Who's going to get it? Jefferson Woodard takes both races in the women's short sprints. That was a surprise. It was tough in the wind. The time is not very quick. She started well, put immediate pressure on Prandini. She responded, had the lead coming into the home straight, but could not sustain it. Prandini hung on for second place. So it's actually a 1-2-3 that we had in the 100 meters. Same result in the 200 meters. Late, you know, when you get called in late to something like that, but she was ready, she almost did it.
Well, that's the thing. This might not even be her at her best. She might be in the middle of a training cycle, just got a call, and was able to come here and almost beat a really, really strong field and come out as a slam champion. But I mean, you leave her $50,000, there's nothing to be upset about. But she's known as one of the best turn runners in the world, and she was clearly ahead of Melissa, ahead of on the turn, which is what you would expect with a turn runner like Prandini. But strength-wise, I'm very, very surprised that Melissa looks this strong coming home. It's very, very scary for a 100-meter specialist.
Do you know what was interesting for me? Around about this point, Prandini was just about still in the lead. She's thinking, if I win this, but by the way, she needed to win it by more than a tenth of a second because they would have been tied on points. So maybe in her head, she was maybe thinking, actually, she's so close.
Welcome back, guys. That was a serious performance. From the very beginning, you could tell that somebody came into this race focused and ready to make a statement. The start looked sharp, the transition phase looked smooth, and once the acceleration kicked in, the confidence became obvious. What impressed me the most was how controlled everything looked. Sometimes, when athletes are trying to run extremely fast, they start forcing it too much. Their form breaks apart, they tighten up, and they lose rhythm near the finish. But this performance looked relaxed while still being powerful, and that is usually a sign of somebody operating at a high level. The first few seconds of a sprint race are so important. A lot of people watching only focus on the finish line, but the races are often decided almost immediately. The reaction time, the drive phase, how quickly athletes get upright, all of those details matter. And in this race, you could see the difference early. Once momentum started building, the separation slowly became noticeable. And guys, let's be honest, the level of women sprinting right now is ridiculous. Every major race feels stacked with a lot of talent. Athletes are running faster times every season, and the competition is becoming deeper across the board. There are no easy races anymore. Even athletes expected to dominate still have to execute properly because one bad step can cost everything. That's why I respect performances like this so much. Winning is one thing, but winning against strong competition while staying composed is different. Anybody can look good in a weak field, but when the pressure rises and the quality of competition increases, that's when you really see who is prepared mentally. And mentally, this performance looked very strong. The confidence before the race, the body language during the race, and even the reaction afterward, everything looked calm and focused. Some athletes carry nervous energy before big races, but this one looked like somebody who fully trusted their preparation. Another thing I noticed is the stride pattern. The race never looked rushed. Every moment looked efficient and balanced. Sprinting at that level is not just about moving fast. It's about maintaining rhythm while producing maximum power. That balance is difficult to master, and you can tell when an athlete is starting to figure it out. Then, when the action shifted to the 200 meters, the challenge became completely different. A lot of people think the 200-meter is just the longer version of the 100 meters, but it really isn't. The curve changes everything. You need speed, endurance, patience, and proper timing. If you attack too hard, too early, the final stretch becomes painful. If you wait too long, the race is gone before you can even recover. And that's why completing the sprint double is always impressive. It shows versatility. It proves an athlete can handle different types of pressure and different race demands. In this performance, you could see that balance between aggression and control. The curve looked smooth, the transition into the straight looked clean, and there was still enough left at the end to finish strongly. The atmosphere also added something special to the race. Big sprint races always feel different when crowd is fully engaged. You can hear the anticipation before the gun even fires. Everybody is waiting to see who is going to rise to the moment. And once the race starts, the energy completely changes. And guys, that's one thing I love about track and field. Everything happens so fast, but there is so much happening underneath the surface. You know, preparation, technique, confidence, pressure management, recovery, race strategy, all of it comes together in just a few seconds. That's why elite sprinting is so difficult. And honestly, performances like this are what usually builds momentum heading deeper into the season. Athletes gain confidence from races like this. Coaches gain confidence too because they start seeing their training translate into results against elite competition. Once that belief starts building, athletes become even more dangerous. I also think the fans are in for a very exciting season overall because the level across sprinting right now looks extremely high. Every meet feels important, every race feels competitive, and athletes know people are watching closely, especially when championship season starts getting closer. Thank you so much guys for watching until the end. If you are coming across this channel for the first time or you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Also please give this video a thumbs up and share. I'll see you guys in the next reaction. Thank you.